Welcome back. Our next guest focuses on ending child sex trafficking in the greater Milwaukee area. They say the COVID-19 pandemic is the perfect storm for putting more people at risk of being trafficked. Joining me to explain their mission and how you can help is Jarrett Luckett. He is the executive director of Exploit No More. Good morning to you, Jarrett.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. I think this is just a horrific topic. Nobody likes to talk about it, but it's important. What is the mission of Exploit No More?
Yeah, so the mission at Exploit No More is to end child sex trafficking in the greater Milwaukee region. And we do that through three different key areas through increasing awareness, increasing advocacy, so advocating for better laws and services for victims, and aftercare, so helping individuals who are coming out of that life of human trafficking to heal and move forward and have a successful future.
I love hearing that there can be a happy ending to that story of coming out and having healing and moving out of that lifestyle. So that gives us some hope. How has the pandemic affected what you guys are doing?
Oh man, it's affected every area. It's caused us to have to shift the different programs that we have, and our constant focus is looking at how can we still reach people and help those who need the services that we provide, from providing more personal care items and hygiene items, providing education and awareness, doing virtual training sessions. We have one coming up next week, and also looking at how we can utilize our Freedom House to provide safe housing for victims as well.
I think that's important. The topic, it seems, is more important than ever right now. In terms of the impact of COVID-19, what have you seen on sex trafficking?
Yeah, so like you opened up talking about, and with COVID kind of presenting the perfect storm. And for some more context on that, what we see is three different key factors. So you have the economic conditions where 1 in 4 Americans are unemployed right now. You have food insecurity as well. I believe the statistic with that is 1 in 3 or 1 in 4 minors are living in food insecurity. And we already know that Milwaukee has a high rate of poverty, has a high rate of food insecurity already. And so this COVID situation is just amplifying that. And then you have increased internet usage with children as well. And so many times parents aren't overseeing what their kids are doing and looking at on the internet. And that is a prime way for traffickers to lure kids and talk to kids through the internet, because they're hidden conversations. And then the third thing is home dynamics. We've been seeing a lot more about home dynamics in terms of domestic violence. Sojourner Family Peace has a fantastic PSA that has come out. I believe you were a part of that as well. And so the domestic violence and home aspect, how that impacts children, and it can push kids away when they're in that environment, and it can push them away from their family and push them into the hands of a trafficker. So that's why we call that the perfect storm.
You hit so many incredible topics there, Jarrett, and I think that's the thing, is there's so many misconceptions around sex trafficking, and I really like that you hit so much of that, the desperation or the vulnerability, the insecurities that are all involved. This isn't a life that anybody would want to choose, and it's sometimes something that is tricked, or like you said, out of desperation. What kind of ages are being trafficked in the Milwaukee area?
So the age range spans. The average age of a trafficking victim is between 13 to 15 years old. And so most times when people are start being exploited, it's usually when they're minors, and that can last until adulthood as well. And so the age range spans from 13, 12 years old, up until 25, 30, and sometimes even older.
What if there's somebody watching this morning who's in the situation? What should they do? How can they get help?
Yeah, they can reach out to us. We have great relationships with a variety of organizations in the area where we work to collaborate on helping individuals from emergencies, like if they're in a situation right now, from that emergency standpoint, and thereafter. There's so many organizations in this community. Well, not so many. There's a handful of organizations in this community who focus on human trafficking, and their heart is just invested into helping people get out of their situation and living the life that they were destined to live, because human trafficking was not that destiny for them.
Absolutely not. I'm going to give the information of your virtual gala and how to people can contact you. Thanks for joining us this morning, Jarrett.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Here's the information. You can find out more, exploitnomore.org. There's a virtual gala followed by a summit in June. The date is TBD, so you can follow them online on Facebook or Instagram. And again, that website for all the information.